This is a Fox News alert. A hearing set to begin any minute now over President Trump's order on immigration. I'm Bill Hemmer, in tonight for Brett Baer. San Francisco is the venue, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. The rules are simple. Both sides are given 30 minutes to argue, and then a decision by a three-judge panel might come later tonight or later this week. We have Team Fox coverage of Anna Napolitano in New York on the merits of this case. Dan Springer in Seattle with the plaintiff's side of the story. But we begin with Chief White House correspondent John Roberts and how the Trump administration is making its case tonight. And John, good evening to you.
Bill, good evening to you. Tonight's hearing will not be to determine the constitutionality of the president's extreme vetting program. What's at stake tonight is whether the president can keep that program in effect while the constitutional case goes forward. Talking law and order with members of a sheriff's association this morning, President Trump expressed frustration that he's in a legal battle at all.
I actually can't believe that we're having to fight to protect the security in a court system, to protect the security of our nation. I can't even believe it. And a lot of people agree with us, believe me.
A career attorney for the Justice Department will argue that there is no fight over the president's power to address national security, that he has, quote, expressed statutory authority to suspend entry of any class of aliens to protect the national interest. That authority, the DOJ insists, derives from the 1952 Immigration and Nationality Act, which states, whenever the president finds that the entry of any aliens or of any class of aliens into the United States would be detrimental to the interest of the United States, he may, by proclamation, and for such period as he shall deem necessary, suspend the entry of all aliens or any class of aliens as immigrants or non-immigrants, or impose on the entry of aliens any restrictions he may deem to be appropriate. While the law was crafted at the height of the Cold War, Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly today said its application is just as relevant now. And he fell on his sword in front of Congress, apologizing for not briefing them before the extreme vetting program was rolled out.
In retrospect, I should have, this is all on me, by the way, I should have delayed it just a bit so that I could talk to members of Congress, particularly the leadership of committees like this, to prepare them for what was coming.
Three other points the White House will make to the court: that the ban does not target solely Muslims, it does not bar legal permanent residents, and that Washington State and Minnesota have no standing to bring the case on behalf of residents. What the White House wouldn't say today is what the president will do if the Ninth Circuit doesn't reinstate the immigration ban.
If he does not prevail at the Ninth Circuit, will he take this to
I'm not going to get it. Let's see where it goes first. I think our goal right now is to get to a point we can argue it on the merits. We feel confident, based on how the court has reacted in Massachusetts, that we're going to be good on the merits.
The president today indicated he's in it to win it.
We're going to take it through the system. It's very important. It's very important for the country, regardless of me or whoever succeeds at a later date. I mean, we have to have security in our country.
In the middle of all of this, the White House stepped on its message a bit, releasing a list of 78 terror attacks it claimed went underreported by the media. It's true that many of the cases did not become headlines, and some were played down by the Obama administration, but the list also included attacks like Orlando, San Bernardino, Paris, Nice, and others, which, as you'll know from firsthand experience, Bill, received saturation coverage for days.
Thank you, John. Good to see you tonight there on the North Lawn of the White House.